Aloha, Hawaii Prepper. With so much crisis going on, it's almost as though these crises are mimicking the drive through fast food businesses on every corner of the street. It's like pick your poison. I have a tendency to not get too wrapped up in all that is going on. Um, I prefer not to spin myself in all the hoopla that is going on. I'm aware of things. I'm aware that some things are out of our control. And what we do have control of is how we respond and or react to things. My response would be more along the lines of getting busy, prepping, gardening, working the garden, growing the food, checking on my preps, making sure that I have everything that is needed and stocked and supplied on hand for myself, my family, my animals, my garden as well. Now, knowing with each crisis, the fertilizer, for instance, if you have not stocked up on that, go out, look for whatever fertilizer there may be available out there, and do bulk up on that fertilizer, especially if you are gardening and growing your own food, because we all know about these different shortages going on, and we also know that shortages are going to become more prevalent, more intense as the months go on, as well as the inflationary prices that are just rising by the day. Knowing each crisis that is going on, you more or less can look into and highlight what is there that you need to stock up on, you need to prep on, stockpile on perhaps. But there is so many crises out there. So begin with one thing. If you need to stock up on water, or you need to resupply, do so. Medical supplies, do so. We all know that a lot of the meds, the over the counter drugs, and all of the pharmaceutical drugs come from China. Now we know what's going on there. Their major lockdown going on, and everything is just hitting the fan left and right, one after another, crisis after crisis. Now, you don't want to get yourself all overwhelmed in all of this, and you don't want to get yourself worried. Always remember, worrying keeps you doing something but gets you going nowhere. So, worrying is like a rocking chair, it keeps you doing something and gets you going nowhere. So, what are you going to do with that energy of worrying? Channel it into something productive, something positive. Fill in the gaps, fill in the holes that is much needed in your preps during this time. Now, if your pet food supply is pretty low, which we all know that, its supply has been low pretty much across the entire nation, stock up whenever you go. Whatever you see that your pets eat, buy a little bit more, if there is any available. Same as pastas. Now, we all know nationwide, pastas is very short in supply. Now, if you see some pasta on the shelves, pick it up. Pasta is pasta, basically. It's just fooling you with the different shapes and sizes, but they all basically taste the same. So stock up on whatever you can find. In the event that we're not going to find anything in a couple months, no one knows what's going to happen in the summer. We can all assume and or reading all these articles, there's a lot of propaganda going on out there. So you're going to need to sift, weed through these things, navigate through it all, and utilize your discernment as well as your intuitive guide, your inner compass throughout everything. I mean, stocks, real estate, you're going to look at everything that's going on, but not get yourself too overwhelmed. In other words, what you're doing is you're keeping yourself aware and awake to everything that is going on, updating, monitoring things for yourself and your family. If you get that intuitive nudge that tells you, go to the store now and pick up a whole bunch of stuff, whatever it may be, do so. Pay attention to it, listen to it, and go straight ahead to the store. In fact, if you're getting it now, stop this video and go to the store and get whatever it is that is needed, because the prices are going up daily. So the price today will not be the same price tomorrow. Same goes for the gas prices. Now, I've seen a dip in the gas prices here, a slight dip, but I'm not fooled by that dip, because I know that it's just going to get higher as well. So stock up, stockpile accordingly, and weigh things. But you're going to be navigating and adjusting through all things as best as you possibly can. Stick to your budget, because a lot of us are on fixed incomes. So you don't want to go wild out there and have no money for your bills at the same time. Stock up on seeds if you do garden. Seed supplies have been going up in prices as well. Everything to do with gardening, tools and whatnot, I've seen the prices just astronomically go up compared to just a few years ago. So if you need that extra supply of something that you use continuously, stock up, bulk up on it as much as you possibly can. I'm doing whatever I can here. Doing a lot of gardening. I've been immersed in my garden as normal, as usual, as growers do so. Doing the prep thing as well. When I do go out to the grocery stores, I fill in gaps, basically, on the things that I need and the things that perhaps I may have missed as well. But I continue to stock up, not where it's very noticeable for anyone in the stores to be raising their eyebrows at my shopping cart and my shopping wagon. So I'm just, looking for certain things to fill in the gaps of my preps. But keep preparing, keep growing food as much as you can and picking up those much needed supplies while supplies are available during this time, because we don't know if they are going to be available in the next couple months. We don't know what the next day will bring. Every day brings eye-opening things for all of us. But use your discernment and your inner compass, your intuition through all things. Take things with a grain of salt, but also be very, very vigilant, aware, and awake to all that is going on. And do not let it overtake you and overwhelm you so that you are out of focus and you can't, see things with the greatest of clarity and balance things out. This is huge. So many different crises occurring at once. So I see how it spins a lot of people, and sometimes you just got to shut things off. You just got to remove yourself from it all and just do life. Anyway, guys, have a great day. Aloha.